bit of a spoiler here. We got pain from Mindfreak on after their quick 2-0 drubbing against KZG. I've got to say, you guys dealt with them pretty quickly, both on Train and Mirage.
Yeah, the game was supposed to start 10, and we started a bit early, and it finished 10-10, so it was pretty quick. But it was good. It was fun.
How is it, getting some momentum back after Rooster 2-0'd you guys and even taking you guys down a nuke? Because I saw that, and I'm just like, geez, what happened there?
Yeah. I think with the Rooster, honestly, like, it's one of those days where, like, some of the players on the team were just, like, dying to, like, just unfortunately, like, I remember after Matt, Techstar, Matt was just like,
yep.
Boys, I've just been dying for, like, the stupidest shit, both games. He was just so, like, pissed about it. It was just really, like, a bad representation of us. And we were, like, trying, like, our new nuke strats, which we don't have as much practice on. So yeah, that's why it didn't go too well. But it's good to see that we came back in form and just played 2 quick games.
How was Train? Have you guys been playing Train a bit? Because it looks like you guys have been playing like Train really solidly. You had a really solid B plan and had a really solid A execute as well. Like, how long have you guys been playing Train for?
We started playing Train like 5 days ago, like on Monday. What day is today? Tuesday?
Yeah.
Oh, not Tuesday. Oh, it's Tuesday today. Shit. We started playing like Wednesday last week or something like that. And I think we're just good at Train because we have 4 people who just... They're all just veterans on the map. It's crazy. Like, I don't know shit. I just came in. I've played 2 scrims or something on the map.
Yeah.
I've pugged it like once, maybe. For ladder base or whatever ladder, we have like 4 different names for it. We got like Rick calling it Vines or some shit. We got Matt calling it E-Box. We got Matt and Tyler calling it fucking Hell or some shit like a ladder. I don't know. SL. I'm just cooked, bro. I'm just walking around the map sometimes.
I'll tell you now, Vines is Ivy. Ladder and Hell are the same.
It is Ivy. Fuck.
Yeah, ladder and Hell are the same name. So how did you win this map when you don't know to call it? When you don't know to call outs, when you're just going like, just if anyone appears by crosshair, they die.
Yeah, I just got 4 beasts, bro. They all know the map like the back of their hands. I mean, it's just fucked. But we got like on the strat book. I probably have like 3 or 4 strats, like 1 for CT and like 2 for T. I think it's just like good intuition from the 4 others. I'm just I need to learn the map still, and I fucked up a few rounds that they won, so I need to like just get better at the map somehow.
Have you guys been taking any tutorials or anything like that from other content creators that have been doing like nade setups for Train, like positions, like even executes on Train in particular, or have you guys been just doing it in the scrims or doing it in theory?
Yeah, so before when we were first like theory crafting or getting on the map and talking about it, Rick comes in like, guys, I know 4 different smokes because he watched some YouTube video, but that was like pretty much it. We've just been watching like Vitality, Falcons, and I think another team, forgot who played it. We just watched like 2 demos and
Spirit or VP
understood like how the map. VP. Yep. Against the Vitality, watch them. So we just got shit from both of them. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We haven't done jack on the map. We kind of knew we were gonna go into it because we saw in like Prac that KG been playing it and shit quite a bit. Like they've been and probably at the boot camp they've been like theory crafting a lot and getting ready, because if you're like an underdog team, you kind of want to, if a new map comes out, you want to like learn it quite quick and try use it against better teams, I reckon. So we're just expecting it.
Yeah. So how does this help go into ESL Pro League? So you guys got ESL Pro League in a month or so, probably less than a month. But what sort of prep you guys been doing for that? You guys going to go over early, have a boot camp, or what sort of preparation you guys going to do for that?
Yeah. So we're going to Denmark for a boot camp, like 10 days before the event. So we're just gonna try like just like grind the shit out of CS and get as much shit and verse as much competition in Europe as possible before EPL, which should be really fun because I've never like versed in a Europe team besides like Metasport in that IESF stuff. Yeah. But it should be like good learning curve for everyone. Just probably mostly me and Mac. Yeah. Because the other 3 have played like heaps of EU teams before. Yeah.
For guys,
it should be really, really fun.
If you guys don't know, Mac is Gump. Okay, that's Gump's real life name.
Yeah, Gump. Yep.
Shit, yeah. You did it well for Texter when you said Matt Texter. I'm like, yes, you did good job. But yeah.
Yeah, my bad. I also always get them both mixed up. I always say Matt and Mac. Like I always confuse them in game, so I actually need to work on that.
Yep.
Probably just call him Gump.
Yep. Good save, Gump. That's what I say because he's saving a lot of rounds. Okay. But Texter and Tux, how impressed were you with their duoing? Like they work as tandem so well. Like both on Mirage and Trainer just dominant. KCG just had no answer for them.
Yeah, honestly, like if tomorrow came out a HLTV article saying Texas and Tux are cheating again, I would believe it, to be honest. Like it's just fucked. Like Matt walks like last round or something. Yep. Matt goes out like a T-Con or AMA whatever, and goes E-box. Gets like he's like I'm blind, boys. Like kill him, and he kills like 2. So yeah. I don't know if this guy's cheating or not, or what the hell is happening. But he's been eating sultanas. He said him and Mac been eating sultanas, bro. Apparently, it's like good for before the game.
In before activated almonds or something like that. And I'm just giving you like, God, you're getting duped, Payne. You're getting absolutely duped.
Yeah.
So you got ESL Pro League and stuff like that as well. With Metasports, so you played them at ISF, as you said. Like, what was the difference in level? Yeah. Because they absolutely destroyed you in teamwork. Because I cast that game as well. With own opponents.
Yeah. Honestly, I think it's we kind of went in that game at ISF. We didn't have any like prac rooms or anything, so we hadn't played the game for so long. So we just went in, and we didn't have like many. We didn't actually have much on HChat.
Yeah.
But also we had the Texter IGLing, and when as soon as we put Tux back on IGL, like Tex has just been a machine. He's been just back in form, and I think. Their calling's like very similar. Like Matt still talks a lot in game, but he's just like activated more in like his role. He's like a lot more aggro and can just just goes out somewhere and gets like a double kill when the round's kind of over. Really, so it's good. And on that Metasport game, I don't think you saw it in your cast, but the first gun round, right? It was 5v5, and Rick just walks up B and kills like 4 people, right? Yep. And it was like a 1v4 at the end. 1v4. And I had the bomb, and I didn't have my bind for the bomb. I couldn't plant the fucking bomb.
No.
And Nilo is like hiding in CT spawn, and I didn't realize you could like just hold like F on the bomb, and when you're on the bomb area, and you can plant. Yeah. Or we could have just killed me, but we realized after I'm like going through my binds, Nilo's like hiding in spawn. I got Rick just sitting back watching after killing 4 people. Like fuck, man, what are these guys doing? But yeah, that was cool. Okay. Easy.
Yep. Okay, we'll go back into it. Okay, so you had Nilo, 1v4. Okay, and Ricky was just sitting there, waiting.
Yeah, Rick's dead after killing 4 people. He's just sitting there. Like, he literally walked up B for, like, insta headshots. He's sitting there watching, like, me scramble through my keybinds. He's probably, like, so confused, like, what we're doing. Like, we're all, like, screaming, so panic. But yeah, he just won the 1v4. I think it was his first 1v4 as well on HLTV. It's just him sitting in spawn. So yeah, that really fucked like everything. That was the first gun round. If we won that, we're like on.
I was gonna say it had to be Nilo. Because I was thinking like in 1v4, don't tell me Nilo wins it because I know it's Nilo because Nilo's an incredible player in himself.
He is good. He is good.
So talk about ESL Pro League. So what would it be like not playing in front of a crowd? Like, is it gonna be a different sort of feel compared to playing in front of a crowd? Like, have you played in front of a crowd before? Because obviously ESL Pro League.
No, I've never. I mean, I've played one LAN and it was the ISF International. Luckily, I haven't even played like a national LAN or anything. I haven't played in front of a crowd ever. It's probably a good question for Rick or like Tyler or Texter, but yeah, I haven't played anything. So hopefully I don't crumble under crowd. I actually don't know. I'm actually quite curious if I would. I don't know. But yeah, I haven't. I don't know.
What sort of team, like out the ESL Pro League teams, you want to verse like, for the initial play? Like, which teams you want to verse in general?
For EPL, you said, sorry?
Yeah, for ESL Pro League, yeah, for EPL.
Yeah. Let me quickly actually get it. What do you know what teams are there? I don't have it up. I've kind of forgot.
I'll get a few.
I've actually forgot.
You can just cheat and just say the other team in Netflix house bets. You can just say them. Just want to play them, okay?
Yeah, true. I don't think that's actually even possible. But yeah, I wish we could verse them. That's probably actually no. I think there's like actually teams you could beat. To be honest, I remember there was like a few NA teams like NRG. I think
Yep.
Or like M80. I think those teams.
Yep.
Off my memory, I can't.
You got basically Furia, Freddy Max, Eternal Fire, Gamer Legion, FlyQuest, Saw, Heroic, Namiga, M80, NRG, Tyloo, Live Vision, Pain, MIBR, U, and House Bets. Like, who are the teams you want to verse outside of the AU teams?
Yeah, NRG, M80, maybe Tyloo and like Lin Vision or something. I think my teammates will have like completely different answers, maybe, but. Like, that's just me off, like, I don't know. I have nothing to base it off, really, like, in terms of... I don't know how our style will work against any type of teams, but I just know the Brazilians are, like, really aggro. So I don't want to verse any Brazilians, to be honest. But yeah, I think just even Namigma as well, probably good to verse.
Yeah, like I say, we wouldn't blame you, given the Australians' records against Brazilians are pretty terrible, to be honest. They're, like, I think it's, like, 2 for, like, 19 or something like that. It's, like, insane.
Is it that bad?
It's really bad. FlyQuest are the only team that's beaten a Brazilian team. Like, it's that bad.
Wow, that's actually crazy.
Yep. So, going back to ECL, so what are you guys looking to do for ECL? Are you guys trying to get that ESL Pro League spot? Do you guys think you're a shot at ESL Pro League spot? That FlyQuest is gone. What's your main aim, for this season?
Yeah, just to come first and get back into EPL. Like, get to the next season at EPL. I think it's like, there's the only problem with this season, it's only one spot. So it's like, I reckon it's actually might be harder because it's like Talon and Rooster playing and like House Bets. Like, there's more, I don't know, you just have to come. I mean, it was kind of like that before, actually, because FlyQuest would take a spot, actually. So it's probably the same. So just Talon's the addition, and we haven't seen any games from them. I'm not sure what's happening with Talon.
I think they're in Europe at the moment.
That's probably gonna be the hardest team. Are they in Europe still?
I think they're in Europe at the moment because they rescheduled all their games, so I'm not too sure where they're at.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So they're probably gonna be the hardest to beat. They just have been playing in Europe for a while now, and yeah, so pretty similar. We just have to beat Talon, and we should be all right.
Yeah. Because obviously you guys have lost to Rooster in particular, so that's going to be a bit rough trying to get the first 2 playoff spots in particular.
That is true.
With last season in particular, how did you guys as a team feel about last season? Coming second place to FlyQuest, was it beyond expectations? Like, how do you guys feel about it?
Yeah, it was kind of a weird season because we added Texter and Rick Air to the lineup, so it like changed a lot, to be honest. Like with even just the individual, like how like they play against Slimy and Super, like it's quite different because like Texter's like runs in, and Rick's like very balanced, I feel, and he has like a lot of rage, so he talks, like they both talk a lot more than like when we had Super and Slimy. Like, not saying that I talk now, but when we had them, because we were all like me and them two are like the younger ones and less experienced. So, but yeah, it's changed the whole dynamic. But for the season, I think we did like pretty well, to be honest. Like, we had a whole roster shift, and Tex was IGLing, so new IGL. And we revamped like pretty much everything. We started kind of from scratch with all the maps and everything. So it's pretty good. So yeah, it was pretty above expectations coming into it.
Yep.
With just everything new.
So I think you said Tux back to IGL, is that right? What sort of style, like, leadership does Tux have, with it? Is it more like, fluid? Is it more rigid and like, process oriented, like say Acadian strategy? Or is it like more fluid like the Brazilians where they just go extra aggro and see what picks they can get?
I think with Tux as IGL, I think he's just got a really good balance. Like sometimes it is very rigid, the rounds, but then sometimes like if someone says I'm doing this, he says all right, and then he would like build around it, like with everyone else, or even everyone as individuals will start saying what they're gonna do to facilitate someone doing something. Especially on CT, it's very fluid, but we still have like structured, rigid rounds. But on T's, yeah, it's very balanced. Like he'll just. Yeah, I think it's just a good balance, to be honest. Like, compared to like my old IGLs, like when I had to stay, it was very fluid. Like we didn't have much in terms of structure because we didn't like prac that much when I was there. Obviously, looks like they've been pracking more since I left, like in terms of structure and stuff. But with Mingovi, it was very rigid as well. It was like complete opposite to state. It was very rigid, and it didn't let me sometimes do what I wanted to do in some of the rounds. So this is like a good balance for me. Like I can do support util some rounds, but then some rounds I can just go in and kind of do what I want and just run at them kind of.
Yep. And last,
so yeah, it's good.
And lastly, before we leave, how has MJ been as a manager for Mindfreak in particular? Like, you know, MJ's done a lot for like a lot of various esports and whatnot as well. Like, how is he as manager?
Yeah, I think he's a unique manager, I'd say.
Sure.
Like, he's doing everything for us, like the boot camping, and like he does all that, like where he's plans everything for us, kind of, with this guy called Nathan. That guy's like a beast. Love that guy.
Is that Edge or is that his name?
I just know him by name.
Okay.
Nathan. I actually don't know if he has an alias or anything.
Yep.
But he's really like nice. But MJ, like he plans everything. He's like got a schedule for us, and like we talk to him, like I talk to him sometimes because he has like good advice with random stuff. But I can't remember last time I talked to him in the chat, to be honest. But he's like really good in that way. Like it's not like annoying and always like spamming you or anything. So I think he's like pretty good in terms of that.
The rumor is you have to let the other 10 get 10 rounds before MJ joins the chat. That's what I got told from DXO, from Monitor.
Honestly, I have no clue what they're talking about. I don't think he watches our games.
It's something I make up, okay? Because he just seemingly appears when Mindfreak lose 10 rounds to another team and it says, you know, MJ has popped up in chat.
Oh, does he actually does he actually pop up in chat sometimes?
Yeah,
That's good. I never do.
He does come in and say hi from time to time. Anyways, want to say anything to your fans, any Mindfreak supporters in the crowd before we go?
Thank you for all the support, guys. I really appreciate it, and thank you to everyone that messages me after the games. Shout out to like CJ and FYI and just everyone that messages me, and shout out to the teams like that I coach and try to help as well. Been trying to help Canon and Light Esports, like both of them, trying to help them in small ways. So shout out to them. They're all upcoming players. And yeah, that's all.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Josh, for having me on.
No worries. Thanks for being on, man, and thank you for being on, because you can always go back to scrimming anytime you want.
Thank you.
Have a great day, man. See ya.
You too.